Okay, today we are doing 5.4. It deals with fractions again, and this is kind of complicated. But if I had a fraction 3/7 divided by, let's say 6 over 21, we notice we kind of have a little fraction and a little fraction and a big fraction. So I like to draw the big fractions with a longer division sign. And to divide two fractions, you take the bottom fraction, flip it upside down, and multiply. So we need to invert this, 21 over 6. And I can multiply and then simplify, but it's easier to simplify before you multiply. Are there any numbers on the top that cancel any numbers on the bottom? So, let me change colors. 3 goes into 6 twice. 7 goes into 21 3 times. So on top, I'm left with 3, and on bottom, I'm left with 2. So the answer is just 3/2. Yes? You can, but some fractions had decimals that go on forever, and that's a problem in your calculator because when you try to convert it back into fractions, you had to round somewhere. So chances are it's not going to, you'll be close, but it's not going to be completely accurate. But that's a really good question. Technically, you can do it in decimals, but if the decimal goes on forever, then you run into a problem because I don't have that much paper. Okay. So this is a little bit more complicated. We have a fraction minus 1 divided by a fraction plus 2. In order to do the invert and multiply, I need to get a common denominator in both the top and in the bottom. So what's the common denominator? Shoot. Hold on, I pushed the wrong button. I want this. What is the common denominator here? 8, right? So this one needs 8 over 8. And what's the common denominator here? 4. So the right side needs 4 over 4. So the first one is 5 minus 8 over 8. And the bottom one is 5 plus 8 over 4. Is everybody okay with that? Now, we simplify the numerators. Negative 3 over 8 and 13 over 4. Now what? Invert and multiply. So 4 over 13. So those share a 2 or a 4. The top is negative 3 and the bottom is 26. Does that make sense? Okay, let's do another one. All right, number 2. This one I can just invert and multiply. X plus 5, 7x. Does anything cancel? Or the x's do. So I have x squared divided by x. So I can get rid of this x, and I can get rid of the squared. And do the x's and the 5's cancel? No, they don't. Well, yeah, that got flipped upside down. So one of them is x minus 5 and one of them is x plus 5. They're not the same, so they don't cancel. So the answer is just 3 times x plus 5 over x minus 5. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Oh, is it still there? Okay. Glad you guys are here because I did it wrong. All right. Thank you. I bombed that one. Okay. Number 3. Same thing here. Flip this one upside down. 9b to the 5th over 5c to the 5th d to the 3rd. What cancels? So the 3 goes into 9 3 times. So, yeah, there's a lot going on here. B to the 3rd makes this one B to the 2nd. Good. And then C to the 3rd makes the 5 a 2. And D to the 1st makes D to the 2nd. And the 5 goes into 10 twice. So on top, I have a 2 times a 3 times a b squared, 6b squared. And on bottom, I have a c squared d squared. Did I miss one? Okay, does that make sense? All right, number 4. Same idea, but I need a common denominator. So this one needs a 7w over 7w. And this one also needs a 7w over 7w. Okay. So the top will be 5 minus 14w. And over here, 5 minus 21w. Now what should I do? Multiply, flip it and multiply. The 7w's cancel. Can I cancel the 5's? No, they're part of an addition or a subtraction. So I either cancel the 5 minus 14w or none of it. One thing you should check for, can I pull anything out? Do 5 and 14 have any common factors? No. So I can't pull anything out. So this one is just going to be 5 minus 14w over 5 minus 21w. And that's really tempting, because you want to cancel the 5's and you want to cancel a 7 and you want to cancel the w's, but you can't. Okay, if it's an addition or a subtraction, you do it all or not at all. Okay, what's the common denominator here? X plus 6. So this needs an x plus 6 over x plus 6. And this needs an x plus 6 over x plus 6. So on top, we have x plus 6 minus 3 over x plus 6. And on bottom, we have 9 plus x squared plus 6x over x plus 6. Does everybody understand that? Flip it. And I'm going to reorder this one. X squared. Oh, hold on. I'm going to do this too. And then reorder the bottom. Okay. Because it was x plus 6 minus 3. Right here. X plus 6 minus 3 is the same as x plus 3. Okay. Does anything cancel? The x plus 6's cancel. Anything else? Well, I can factor this. Now I can't take anything out. But are there two numbers that multiply to be 9 and add to be 6? 3 and 3. So x plus 3 and x plus 3. So what's left in the numerator? Not 0, 1. Right? Because x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is 1. So there's a 1 in the numerator and an x plus 3 in the denominator. Okay. All right. I think this is the last one that I need to teach you. What's the common denominator? 7x. So what does this fraction need? It has a 7. It needs an x. And what does that one need? A 7. So I get x squared minus 7x. Same thing happens in the denominator. The left side needs x over x, and the right side needs 7 over 7. So we get 4x minus 28. Is everybody okay with that? Then we flip and multiply. Oh, geez. How about 49? Thank you. 4x minus 28. The 7x's cancel. Does this factor? What is it? X plus 7 and x minus 7. Does that factor? What can I take out? So this cancels that, and I'm left with x plus 7 over 4. Okay, get to work.